Welcome in everybody, all my people from Money Futures. It's your boy T Mees, and I'm going to show y'all how I made $1,400 today, then lost $2,000 the same day. Right? Today I want to be transparent with y'all, transparent as I can possibly be. Low key, I'm just in like this very tight mental space to where I'm trying to balance everything and then watch the people who I trust and who I hang around myself with and how I control my emotions. This morning I followed my plan completely. I've been running the 30-day run, and the 30-day run we're now on like day 7, day 6, and we have been completely on a run. Like we've been doing good, like almost $1,500 days, $500 days, and it's just been completely good. I follow my plans. I trust my analysts, and then I manage my risk at a very tight stops, and then I walked away today with $1,400 in profit. I should have been done for today. No way in hell. I hate Asia sessions so much because every time I get into Asia session, I know it. I literally have this shit tested out so many times that I have blown multiple accounts due to Asia session. Asia is not just like it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not tradable, but it's not a session where I would prefer trading in it because it's just literally just a session full of ranging. Prices literally just making them higher highs, them lower highs, whatever the case may be. It's just making ranges. It's making buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity. It's just making those ranges for London to come over and do whatever the fuck it's going to do, and then New York to distribute and do what it needs to do. But I wasn't daring mentally in my head. I don't know where the hell I was at just a few minutes ago. I knew I was in the middle of FOMO. I knew I was in the middle of revenge trading. But instead of ending my day like I promised myself that I wouldn't trade Asia session, I traded the Asia session. That one decision costed me $2,000. Not only $2,000, it cost me another $95 out of my own pockets, right? The crazy part is the money. Is that I broke my own rules doing a 30-day discipline challenge. I broke my own rules due to back testing and me telling myself multiple times that I don't trade Asia session. Due to me getting to my mind, almost breaking every single monitor I have, TV I have, PC I have, laptop I have, iPad I have, just destroying shit. Took me to realize that Asia is not a session that I don't win on. I win off of. I can make small trades. I know how to go in and make $500, $1,500 trades. But I don't like to listen to myself sometimes, and I get into my head because I feel like I'm in competition with the whole world. And I feel like the whole world owes me something when the whole world owes me nothing. I don't even feel like that, but I just feel like I'm in so much of a competition to show motherfuckers that I'm actually that person who I say I am, and I'm going to become every person that I told everybody I was going to become. And I learned to keep my promises to myself because when I don't keep my promises to myself, I completely just fuck over myself every single time. And it's just like there's some piece of my brain that is just missing to where I just need to listen to myself. And there's so many people that's hating on me. But if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. So many people that's against me, and I have so many people to prove wrong. I know I didn't do a lot of things today. Probably didn't read my Bible. I read my Bible this morning, and that's what made me $1,400. God made me $1,400. I didn't read my Bible during Asia session. I didn't journal during Asia session. I did nothing that I told myself during a 30-day run that I was gonna do doing Asia session. I just completely fucked over everything I said. Fuck how I feel. Fuck how my brain tells me how I feel. Fuck what my heart telling me. I just completely fucked over all that and didn't do anything that I promised myself I would do. But lately, it feels like everything is testing me right now. It feels like every time I get close to a breakthrough, life pushes back. Whether it's setbacks, stress, distractions, or my own emotions, it can feel like everything is working against me, right? But this is where most people quit at. I realized that success isn't built on the days everything goes right. It's literally built on the days when everything goes wrong and you still choose to keep your character and still control your emotions. Those are the days that we want in this fucking trading community. Those are the set days that we want. A lot of people don't want to get to this fucking point. Like, a lot of people don't want to hear this shit that I'm talking about. A lot of people don't want the discipline. A lot of people that I've taught and taught a lot of things to, they took what I taught them in the stock market, and they met these new people, then all these new people get them on these new waves and tell them all this bullshit and just fills their money up with money, money, money. But if you just listen to me and just take the time out your day to actually listen to me and understand that I'm trying to build disciplined traders. That's one thing that I said before you join my Discord. That's one thing I've always been teaching is discipline, because sometimes I'm not disciplined myself, and that's something that I truly genuinely want to work on. And I know that 12 years of school, they never taught us any of this shit. But people are filling our head up with so much of money, 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 or strategy. You don't need all that shit. You need right now, in a price section that we have been in the last fucking couple of months, the last 4 to 5 months, We need discipline. We need to be mental. We need to have psychology. We need to have all this shit down pat. Because right now you don't even need to know how to trade. I talked about this in the last video. You don't even know how to trade like no more. You just need this shit to get through your fucking head. I have so many people saying all these bad things about me that has never been me. Never has been me a damn my fucking life. But this is what people quit at. And I've realized that today reminded me that discipline isn't just about following a training strategy. It's about keeping the promise you make to yourself every single day. And when I make those promises, sometimes I make my promises out loud. And I don't need to make my promises out loud anymore. I just need to keep my promises to myself and keep them to myself. Just literally keep them to myself. Because every time I promise myself that I'm going to do something, I completely fuck over that. Every time I tell myself I'm going to get to a certain point or I plan something that God never knew nothing about that I planned, I fuck over myself. When I submit all of my requests to myself and not God, I fuck over myself. Every single time. It never works. No matter what single plan I went through, no matter what I taught, no matter what I done, no matter how much money I had in my bank account, don't matter the situation. Every time I try to plan something or try to do good of it, it never worked. But when I tend to just sit back and I let God handle every decision that I make, I tend to win. I do it to myself. We do it to ourselves, y'all. We're wondering, like, we're going through so much of depression during the stock market. We're like, oh my God, I keep losing, I keep doing this. We're literally doing it to ourselves. It's no one else stopping us from being the greatest person we ever could be but us. God said, submit our request to him, and he will handle the rest. And when I do that, I tend to win. When I don't, I tend to lose every single time. The market has reminded me that. It reminded me that so many times, and that's why I love the stock market, because school never reminded me of that. Them 9-to-5s never reminded me of that. None of that shit ever reminded me of anything that I was going to do in life. The market didn't force me to trade. It never forced me to trade. Nobody made me grab my fucking mouse, say, oh, T-Mac, T-Measy, click the buy or sell button. Nobody made me do that. That decision was mine. I told myself, I said, I'm going to trade Asia session. Even though I'm not supposed to be trading Asia session, I completely fucked over my daily bias. Somebody told me this. I'm a manipulator. I manipulate my own self. I tell myself I'm going to do something that I tell somebody else to do, and I don't fucking do it, right? But I told everybody, my whole Discord, we'll never trade Asia session. We're not going to trade Asia session for 30 days and see where it gets us. I was on a verge of 7 days, and between that 7-day time period, I got completely fucked over. I'm not going to give up, though. But I got completely fucked over, and that showed me exactly what Asia does. And it doesn't correlate to the way I trade. It's not my trading style, right? But it's so messed up because I'm starting to realize once I get into Asia session, it's like I'm missing some piece of time with God. It's like I'm missing some type of self-discipline with myself or self-respect with myself. Like I should be doing something for myself during that time frame, because it's like once I make $1,500 on New York, I'm so anxious to trade again that I just go fuck over myself in Asia again. I get on paper trade and I tell myself I'm just gonna paper trade, and I don't just paper trade. I go on my fucking main account and I do it. I fuck over myself. Just stop trading Asia session, y'all. It's not that hard, but it's hard for me because I love trading so much. Like, and I know everybody has been through that phase before, right? But it's generally okay. Some people don't like hearing that it's okay. Some people don't want to lose accounts, and that's just your trading style. Everybody's not going to have the same trading style. But the market never made me to do any of these things. I did it myself, and it's like when I go into this Asia session, I sit up here and I do these things, and I hear all these different voices inside my ear, inside my head. All these people coming in asking me what I'm doing and why I'm in this trade and da 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 da. I'm hearing all this different shit, right? Then I'm hearing niggas come inside my Discord. Oh, I'm trading this and I'm trading that. And then guess what? All these different emotions start following in my head. I gotta show these niggas. I gotta show these motherfuckers, like, don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. Because I'm going to be everything God called me to be. No matter who you are, no matter how you feel about it, no matter what you said about me, no matter how you look at me, no matter if you think I'm still the same nigga that I used to be, I'm not the same nigga I used to be. So I genuinely see that. And long as I believe, it can happen. When I do things right, when I go read my Bible on a day-to-day basis, when I journal every single one of my trades and I journal my lifestyle, I tend to win. I tend to do better. When I wake up early, hour early, and I get my daily devotion on, you know what I'm saying? I thank God. I get all my glory to God in the morning times. I tend to win. When I don't do that, I lose. And that's the pattern of trading that I'm starting to figure out about myself. That's what I like to see. I like to see that dog come out of me. I love the market because it brings that dog out of me. It genuinely does. That decision was mine. So instead of blaming the market and instead of blaming everybody else, I'm starting to take responsibility and learning from it. I might not be in the best position that I want to be in. I might not be the best version of myself that I want to be. I might not be the most profitable nigga that I want to be. But I'm going to get there. And the only way I would get there is if I learn. But a lot of traders that I have worked with don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. They don't want responsibility. They don't want to learn from it. They just want you to tell them how to make money. It's not about money, y'all. Please get that through your head. It's not about money. Y'all are losing yourself. Y'all are generally losing yourself. That these people are so. It's literally smart people taking money from dumb people, and the dumb people are consistently falling into the trap. Y'all say, "Oh, the government got us tied in," and Y'all are literally falling right in that trap. They're manipulating you. They're making you think it's all about money. It's not all about money. It's about your own self. You got health as wealth. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about the mindset. It's about how you treat the money, how you manage your money. Y'all don't want to learn that. Y'all want money, 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 money. It's gonna fuck you over in the end, right? Right? But if you're going through something similar, remember this from me. Don't revenge on the market. You don't need revenge on the market. You don't. You eventually make that money back again. I need to hear this. I need to tell this shit to myself. So I'm recording this video because I need to tell myself this sometimes. I need to come back. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to tell me this. And even though I'm telling y'all this, for some reason, this shit just doesn't click inside of me. It doesn't never click inside my own brain. Never. But you don't need revenge on the market. You don't need to make your money back today. You don't need that shit. You don't need to prove anybody anything. I need to tell myself this, but even though I'm telling y'all this, I genuinely cannot put this shit into my own brain. I can't. I don't know why. I feel like giving up because I can't get that shit through my own brain, and I know it. I know I wasn't supposed to trade Asia today, bro. But I don't have to prove anybody anything, and that's my problem. I'm always trying to prove a point to motherfuckers who are nowhere near close to the level that I'm about to get ready to go into, or nowhere near close to the level that I'm already on. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is close your charts, walk away, and come back tomorrow with a clearer mind. But I can't tell myself that. I take notes and I take notes and I take notes and I take notes, but I generally can't get that through my own head. Sometimes that the strongest thing you can do is close your charts, walk away, and come back tomorrow with a clearer mind. Your breakthrough is determined by one bad trading day. It's not. I just reverse psychology your ass. Your breakthrough isn't determined by one bad trading day. You becoming profitable is not determined by one bad trading day. You losing that one day, blowing your account, whatever the case may be, is not determined by one bad trading day. It's determined by whether you keep showing up afterwards. A lot of y'all say y'all want to trade. A lot of y'all say y'all want this. A lot of y'all say y'all want to work with me. I even got a free section for the people that can't even afford it. But y'all don't even show up. I'm starting to give up on my free people. Because y'all don't even show up, y'all don't even want it as bad. So when motherfuckers start charging y'all, he's a scammer, he's dead, he's overcharging, and da-da-da-da-da, just yapping your fucking mouth off. Yapping your mouth off. Because the people who are in the free section don't want it as bad as the people who are generally invested into themselves. That's a fact. That's number one, a fact, right? But it's determined by whether you keep showing up after one. After one bad trade a day, it's determined by if you want to keep showing up or not. That's what I have to tell myself, because I have to tell myself one bad $2,000 day it doesn't determine if I'm profitable. It doesn't. I have an 80% win rate. 80% win rate, believe it or not. I have an 80% win rate. One bad day does not determine that, right? It does not determine it. Tomorrow, my discipline challenge continues. So tomorrow is day 8. I won't give a fuck about what happened in day 7. I will remember what happened in day 7, but I don't care about what happened in day 7. Tomorrow is day 8. It's going to continue. I'm not starting over again. Nah. I learned. It became valuable. Every loss becomes valuable. I'm continuing with another lesson learned. This is another story for me to tell my premium members. My goal was never to be perfect. My goal was to become the counter trader who stayed calm. Because I always had anxiety when I was on MNQ. MNQ is so fucking slow. I put in 3 contracts and won't give a fuck. But when I got to NQ, my anxiety started kicking in. I started to get nervous. I started to stand up on my fucking chair and shit. I started to walk back and forth. But I wanted to become the type of trader who stayed calm, who knew how to control his emotions, who stayed disciplined through it all. That's the trader I want to become. I don't want to become the nigga who makes a lot of fucking money. I want that. I literally want all the money in the world. I do. I want that for my life. But in order for me to get that to that advantage of my life, I have to change certain shit that I'm doing and certain things that I'm doing on every single day. I have to change my ways. If I don't change my ways, I will never get the millions that I'm looking for. Right? If I could never change my posture and I'm $1 million nigga, I'll still look like a nobody because I don't even know how to change how I walk, how I dress, how I talk. Right? I need to change certain things before I get to that next level of life. Some of y'all do too. But that's the person I want to become, y'all. I want the money. I do. God knows I want all the money I can get in the world. But I also want that connection with God. I want to know who I am. I don't want to be running from my identity, me guessing and questioning God, who am I truly am. I want to be calm in certain situations. I want to be able to handle things like a real man. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to stay disciplined through it all. I want to be able to have that mindset to know that I stayed down. That's what I want. Y'all don't want that. Y'all want money. That's when it becomes a problem. But my failure will become a lesson to you. And I want you to listen to me very wisely when I say things like this. Because that's what keeps me moving forward every single day, no matter what happened. Because I'm realizing that I'm truly, genuinely growing. In some aspect of life, I'm truly growing because I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm becoming a different version of myself. I'm learning who I truly am. I'm learning my true identity. I'm not giving up on myself. I'm trying to stay disciplined. I'm staying calm through certain situations. I'm trusting God. I'm sitting back and I'm trusting God. I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressed about certain things. But that's what keeps me moving forward no matter what happens in my life. So if this message helps you today, share it with another trader who's struggling, bro. Please share it, y'all. Show them the real true side of Team Easy. Like, show them the real true side of T-Mac, Takaris, whatever you want to call me. Show them the true side of me, who I truly am. Don't show them the part where I was at my worst, or don't talk about the bad version of me. You know what I'm saying? We all have losing days. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people aren't profitable. A lot of people are going to say what they want to say about me because I did certain things a certain way. A lot of people left my Discord server because I moved things a certain way. I wanted them to learn what I wanted them to learn, and they need to learn it because that's what I needed to learn to actually start becoming profitable. But what separates profitable traders is how they respond to them. What separates profitable traders is how they respond to their losses. So I'm responding to my loss with some positivity and for it to be motivation to someone else. Y'all remember, y'all can do all things through Christ who strengthens y'all. Welcome to Scam University. Yeah, they call me a scammer, but I'm not a scammer. I'm not a LARPer. I does this shit. I does this shit. And people who's there with me every single day, every step of the way, they see it. The people who are not, or just some people that got a phone ass fucking excuse. And we're gonna shit on them. Y'all always remember that. It's Team Easy and I'm out, man. Y'all stay blessed. You did.